Well, good morning, my Sagittarius family, gang. I hope this day finds you well. My name is Heidi, and this is a Sagittarius channel, or welcome. Maybe you feel drawn to it, who knows? So this is where we do the daily message. Now, the daily message doesn't necessarily mean that these things are happening today. These are the energies that want to come through, and I feel like the universe is really trying to get you ready, Sag, to be honest with you. I'm seeing it like there's so much about law of attraction here. So if you're looking for personal readings, please check out the link in my description. It will take you to my scheduler. Sagittarius. So you're being affected today by communication, and I just feel like since it's the air element, you may be somewhat in your head too, but what it's really telling you is that what the words that you speak today, Sagittarius, are very important, right? Specifically in your conversations. So yeah. So, what's interesting is this was under the deck too, because I see, Sag, it feels like y'all know that change is coming. You know it. But I also see a little resistance, right? Okay. With the Eight of Swords. And with Sagittarius, often it has to do with time. Like because we want things to happen faster. We don't, although Temperance is a card that represents Sagittarius, which also, by the way, is about patience. Sagittarius is not patient. Okay, we're not. And a lot of times we evolve out of it, through maturity and stuff, but there's a big, instant gratification with Sagittarius. Like, that's where our impulsiveness comes in, because I've done it myself, kind of an unwilling to wait, right? And it could be that you, are feeling stuck now, but there's also, what the Emperor tells us, like, the Emperor is a really good energy. It's really about getting things done. We know Aries rules that area, and, it's so funny because with the nodes being where they are, so like Aries is in the North Node, and it's very important, right? And so I kind of feel like you have this itchy feeling in you. Like, there's an action to be taken, but it seems like nothing's happening, But here's the thing, Sag. I feel like this time is about changing how you think. And, Sagittarius is a free thinker. We tend to be very open people, and usually, like, change motivates us, but we also get stressed by it. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. We'd like to know what's going to happen because we're, big picture people. We're always looking through a lens of the big picture. So, we can also sometimes go through it with trying to control how things happen. And like, that kind of thinking isn't working for you anymore, basically. It's showing up. It isn't working for you. It actually keeps you stuck, or maybe some ideas that, you might be stubborn about, because the Emperor's also my way or the highway, Sag. It really is. It could be telling you that you're stuck in some ways of thinking or moving, and those ways actually are keeping you stuck. And I'm not saying you're stuck. We're never stuck, right? But this is really something for you to think about. What are you being stubborn about? What, because the Emperor is set in his ways. He thinks he knows the way, and you have to look at where those patterns of thinking aren't really working for you. You know, to definitely be open to new ideas, because honestly, and I know y'all are probably sick of hearing about it from me, but Pluto in Aquarius, y'all, it is going to challenge everything and everyone. And so we're going to need to be open in an entirely different way. Just saying. And so what these cards are telling you, which is really magical, Sag, between worlds isn't just about being in limbo. It's also telling you that the worst is over. Now, nothing is exactly moving, but it's getting ready to. So it's kind of like the worst is over, the problems are over. You know, you learned the lessons that you needed to learn to push yourself forward. And the pushing forward hasn't happened yet, but there's a need for you to not fear the unknown. Like, because none of us know exactly what's going to happen, because everything's changing. We've been in Capricorn energy for a very long time, and everything is changing, and really, like, it's going to get really weird in a while. It really is, because, you know, structures that we have become very familiar with, the Emperor, are going to come tumbling down. We've already seen evidence of it, right? It's already started. And so, you know, it's kind of like you're needing to be open to, what if it all goes right? Because there's a need to be in the abundance mindset. Even though you can't see it yet, you know, we can't speak from, and how you speak is going to be important, because it may have something to do with what you manifest going forward. You know, people don't think about it, but what we put out there, we manifest. If you speak badly about your situation or yourself, you're pulling it to you. And so whatever, like, even though it feels like nothing is happening, you're in manifesting energy. You're pulling things towards you. And so it's more essential than ever to believe that everything is going to be fabulous. It's going to be great. And they want you to know that the worst is over, and embrace the unknown. You don't know what's coming. You just know that it is going to be great, because you are the luckiest person on earth, right? You know, and to start showing what it is that you want, and speak from a place of desire, not from scarcity. So chop wood and imagine. It's like, it's really time to, first of all, you're in the present moment. You're taking care of the daily tasks, right? But these are the details that are connected to your dreams. So whatever your dreams are and your dream life is, you have to start doing activities connected to that. Details may be needing to take care of, but also details in your daily life to make space for your dreams to come true. You know, it's just, it's so much law of attraction. It's crazy. So for instance, you know, I personally have needed to stop thinking small, to think bigger. Like, you know, because when you, it's so funny, like when you go through life in a certain way, you adapt so much to it. So for instance, if you are someone who has struggled a great deal, you become attached to the struggle. Okay, that was something that I had to overcome that was very tough. And then you can also be attached to not the struggle, but just getting by. And so, you know, you attract what you are, right? So what I started doing is I said to myself, what is it that a successful woman would do? Like, if I was wealthy and successful, what are the daily things that I would do, right? And these could be like really simple things. Like, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to get my hair cut today. So And it's going to be different. But anyways, besides, Sagittarius loves changing their hair. Besides that, the thing here, Sagittarius, is I started looking at things I do that may be like attached to scarcity. So here's a good example. Like, there came a point when I was struggling, right? And having a business, a lot of times in the beginning you struggle. You have to sacrifice and for the business, right? So I've been cutting my own hair for like 2 years. And so I decided that a wealthy, successful woman would not cut her own hair. She would not. And so I'm biting the bullet, spending the big money on a haircut. I'm telling you, it can be that simple, Sagittarius. I'm not trying to talk about myself too much, but it can be that simple, and that's what you need to think about. Okay? So, the energies are interesting because you're out the gate with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. You may be thinking that you put yourself in this situation, right? The Five of Cups, it can be resentment and sadness, but thinking that, the things you have done have put you in the position you are, right? Why you're not seeing results. I mean, it's also, you maybe thought that you took wrong turns that you didn't need to take. You may be going over that within yourself. There kind of is a sense of maybe beating yourself up too much. Because the truth is, this is how we learn what does work, right? Because Seven of Pentacles, yes, things are moving slow, but you have to look at what the little wins were and stop focusing on the spilled cups. Okay? Because there's still 2 cups. There's still 2 cups. That's literally how we learn. We learn more from failure and mistakes than we do from the good things. I hate to say it, but what it's taught you is how to make better decisions. Because for some time now, Sagittarius has been in the Queen of Swords energy. And what could be better? What could be better, Sagittarius? Emotion is not clouding your decisions now. You're coming at things, you think things out more. You're coming at things from a more logical space where you don't jump on things. You know that, I'm going to have all the information before I jump in. Now, on the tail end of that, the negative effect that can have is that you stop taking risks, right? And we have seen that. There has been a certain amount of that. So there may be a need for you to balance that out because, with the Seven of Pentacles, sometimes are we causing our own stagnation? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Is it because we are afraid to take a leap? So with the Lovers and the Queen of Swords, you're asked to find that balance. The Lovers, when in decision making, doesn't require us to not involve our emotions. It's about making everything work together. The Lovers is that heart versus head. And you may be flowing too much in the head, is what they're telling you. It was essential for you to embrace Queen of Swords energy for a long time. Maybe due to, impulsive actions. But what's happened now is Two of Pentacles energy. That can be too much going back and forth. Okay? And struggling with decisions. Even though you're in a better space, you're being more logical. Sagittarius struggles with extremes, like going from one extreme to the other. And so that's what you're being called to balance out. And maybe that's the work you're doing in the in-between before all the good stuff happens. And something good is happening. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a beautiful energy for opening up to something new. And look, this is something that it may involve partnership, because we're seeing that here. And you may buck against that, because Sagittarius usually does. We like to work alone, but you may be calling towards partnership because someone else may be bringing you an idea. I can tell you that this is something that has no evidence, Sag. Okay? With the High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles, it's an opportunity to start something new, but it doesn't have evidence. You don't know that it's going to work. Honestly, you don't know. And so you may be really listening to your intuition and just kind of testing the water a little bit. See what could happen here. I do feel like this opportunity comes from another person. And so that may be part of the difficulty, because you'd have to work with someone else. But look at this, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. The Empress, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. You literally cannot lose. And this is a person or people who have noticed something that you do. So you've literally called this opportunity to you. And they want to do it with you. I feel like you're unsure about it. I feel like you're unsure about it because you've been on your own. You've been doing it on your own. And you've been doing okay. This is new. And it does require a risk. Sorry, y'all. But it also has a payoff. The payoff sits in the Empress. You succeed at everything you do. The Eight of Pentacles. I'm just saying. So you move from the 7 to the 8, Sagittarius, within time. And so collaboration might be important towards that. Seems like the last couple of days, that's all we're talking about, right? So keep in mind, too, that you are manifesting. And so your thoughts, your words are going to be very important right now. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. That's amazing. So we're going to get some final words from your guides. I seem to have lost my mindful message deck. I know it maybe Spirit was telling me you don't need to use it right now. Okay then. So let's see what your guides would like to express to you, Sagittarius. So never fear, Sag. Things are about to happen. All right? Things are about to happen. But definitely what you focus on is very important. Try saying, I only know how to win. It's one of my favorites. I only know how to win. I am the opportunity. Oh. Hello from heaven, Sagittarius. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. Oh, what signs are you seeing, Sag? We'll have to pick a sign card. Anything else? Anything else for Sagittarius? And as you see from this card, signs can mean pennies. They can mean fireflies, butterflies. I never thought of roses as a sign, but gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. I told you you're manifesting and that your words are going to be important. I told you. So let's see what your sign is. Let's see what signs your guides are trying to send you, Sag. What are the signs? I used to hear someone else say this saying, and I always liked it. What's the word? Chicken bird. I know that must be famous from something. So you can tell me if you know. So what's the signs? Signs for Sagittarius to take notice of. Show us the signs for Sagittarius about prosperity. Oh, an owl. Okay, something you've been uncertain of has new growth. A lot of signs, Sag. 10-10. Something is ending so something can begin. That's rebirth. 18-18. You are overcoming obstacles. And pennies. And look, pennies is in this card. A fresh start is coming. I love this. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you for now. Have a great day, Toodles.